Hello, my name is Mike Chanulitis, and in this video I'm going to show you the different methods which you can add hosts to Cornerbowl Server Manager. Cornerbowl Server Manager uses many different technologies to manage remote Windows servers, Windows workstations, Unix-based systems, hardware devices, and other endpoints such as websites, all referred to as nodes. When you purchase a Cornerbowl Server Manager license, the license enables you to manage a set number of nodes. Each managed IP address and unique endpoint, such as a website, is defined as a licensed node. In Server Manager, nodes are referred to as hosts. This video shows you the different methods to add hosts to Server Manager. So what are the different methods? You can use the keyboard to manually type the host name. You can browse Active Directory. You can browse your network. You can use our auto configurator to schedule automatic scanning of Active Directory. Hosts are automatically added when Syslog messages are received, SNMP traps are received, and when agent devices connect. You can manually add any host by simply typing the host name, IP address, or endpoint. To manually add a single host using the keyboard, from the Explorer view, locate the root host node or host group you would like to add a host to. I'm going to create a new group called Keyboard Hosts to place my newly added host. Right-click, select New Group, specify the name. Next, right-click on the target parent, then select New. The Add Computer, Devices, and Endpoint dialog displays. From the dialog, type the name of the host to add, then click OK. The host is added to the Explorer view underneath the tree node previously selected. The Properties view is also automatically displayed, enabling you to quickly configure properties such as Windows impersonation, SSH, FTP, and SNMP. You can manually add multiple hosts at the same time by browsing your Active Directory tree or other LDAP server. To manually add multiple hosts using Active Directory, from the Explorer view, locate the root host node or host group you would like to add host to. Right-click, then select New. The Add Computers, Devices, and Endpoint dialog displays. From the dialog, select Browse Active Directory. The Browse Active Directory dialog displays. Use this view to browse and select multiple hosts, then click OK. If you would like to append the domain name, type it here. When added to the Explorer view, each selected host's parent organizational unit is added to the Explorer view underneath the tree node you previously selected. Then the host added underneath each corresponding organizational unit. You can also manually add multiple hosts at the same time by browsing your local network using NetBIOS. To manually add multiple hosts using NetBIOS, from the Explorer view, locate the root host node or host group you would like to add host to. Right-click, then select New. The Add Computers, Devices, and Endpoints dialog displays. From the dialog, select Browse Network. Use this view to browse and select multiple hosts, then click OK. When added to the Explorer view, each selected host is added to the Explorer view underneath the tree node you previously selected. You can schedule automatic scans of Active Directory to add discovered nodes. From the Explorer view, locate the root auto configurators node, then right-click and select New. The new Auto Configurator view displays. Use the General tab to specify a unique name, and an execution schedule. Use the Options tab to specify the path within the Active Directory tree you would like to scan. Choose to recursively scan to search the entire tree. Choose any Active Directory filters you would like to apply. For example, assign a filter that targets Windows servers. When the Remove Host option is enabled, any host previously added by this auto-configurator that is no longer found in Active Directory will be removed from Server Manager. However, any consolidated data will continue to be retained within the log database. To automatically append the domain name, specify the domain in the Append text box. Use the Assignments tab to blacklist hosts, assign new hosts to specific groups, assign templates, and assign reports. To demonstrate, I'm going to create a new host group called Auto Configurators. Finally, use the Action tab to receive a report of newly added and removed hosts. When you are finished with your configuration, click Save. To manually execute, find the new Auto Configurator in the Explorer view. Right-click, then select Execute Verbose. Once complete, we can see all the hosts added to our new group. And finally, the email sent. By default, Syslog devices are automatically added when the management server receives a syslog message for the first time and the device has not already been added. To view the Syslog server configuration, from the Explorer view, expand the Syslog server node. Then select the Syslog server settings node. From the Syslog server settings view, notice the option to add all new hosts. When selected, any device that sends a syslog message is automatically added to the software. Just below, we see the host identification method. You have the option to add devices using each device's IP address or DNS lookup name. Selecting the Assignments tab reveals a blacklist, as well as various lists of objects to automatically assign to the newly added devices. By default, all new Syslog devices are added to a node called Syslog Devices. However, if you assign another group or set of groups to the host groups list, new devices are only added to those groups. By default, all new Syslog devices are assigned the pre-built Syslog consolidation template, enabling the messages to be automatically saved to the centralized log database. If you only want to send real-time alerts for specific messages without saving the log entries to the database, you can remove the Syslog consolidation template from the list. To see this in action, I'm going to use the sample syslog action to send a test syslog message. Notice the localhost loopback address is added to Syslog devices, and the Syslog consolidation template is automatically assigned. By default, SNMP devices are automatically added when the management server receives an SNMP trap for the first time and the device has not already been added. To view the SNMP trap server configuration from the Explorer view, expand the SNMP trap server node. Then select the SNMP trap server settings node. Notice you have the same options to automatically add SNMP devices as well as the identification method I just showed you in the Syslog server settings. Since SNMP is anything but a simple network management protocol implementation, I'm going to skip past SNMP configuration. For detailed information on configuring the SNMP trap server, search the in-application help for SNMP. Selecting the Assignments tab reveals the same controls we saw earlier in the Syslog server settings. The one difference is that the pre-built SNMP trap consolidation template is assigned, enabling traps to be automatically saved to the centralized log database. To see this in action, I'm going to use the sample SNMP trap action to send a trap. Notice the localhost loopback address was added to SNMP Devices, and the SNMP trap consolidation template automatically assigned. By default, Cornerable Server Manager agent devices are automatically added when an agent connects to the management server for the first time and the Windows machine has not already been added. To view the agent server configuration, from the Explorer view, select the Root Agent Servers node. Notice you have the same options to automatically add agent devices as well as the identification method. Since the agent is a full TCP client-server application, we are able to include 3 other host identification methods. They are local hostname, which is the host name of the computer, local FQDN, which first does a DNS lookup, then a domain lookup. If the domain is not included in the DNS lookup, the domain is appended to the end of the name. Local IP, which is the first enabled IP address the device is able to find. These values are all passed to the agent server. Once received, the agent server uses the configured method to add the host. Selecting the Assignments tab reveals the same controls we saw earlier in the Syslog server settings. The one difference is that the pre-built Event Log Consolidation Application System Agent and Event Log Consolidation Security Agent and Event Log File Backup Agent templates are assigned, enabling Windows Application, Security, and System Event Log entries to be automatically saved to the centralized log database. And for the defense industry, the raw EVTX files centrally saved to the management server. If I start the agent client on another machine that has not yet been added, we can see the machine is added to the agent devices tree node. Since I manually assigned 2 other templates, CPU monitor and memory monitor, to the agent devices group, we see those templates assigned to the host as well. In summary, I've shown you how to manually add hosts to Cornerable Server Manager through Active Directory and how hosts and devices can be configured to be automatically added through the Syslog server, SNMP trap server, and the agent server. The next steps are configuring and assigning templates to hosts, or better yet, host groups, and then finally configuring daily, weekly, and monthly auditing and compliance reports. For more information, please take a look at our other tutorials and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can get notified as new tutorials are released. Thank you for watching, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, feature requests, or are interested in our professional training, auditing, and compliance services.